moments away from Raymundo, who works in the glass room, who pushes all the buttons. Raymundo, push a button. Show people what you do. Just push a button.
This is just a random one right here.
Nothing's ever gonna move it when the bones are good.
Yeah. So you never know what button he's going to push. He can push any button. Push another button, Raymundo. Sometimes it's like one of those imaging pieces, too, with the big voice guy. He'll push this button.
It's a Bobby Bones show.
So every time you hear that, he's pushing that button.
Or sometimes he has sound effects.
Yeah, like he'll hit a sound, and it'll be like, what up, Raymundo? That's that guy.
It's pretty magical.
He sits in the room, and he's not even in our room. Like, I'm looking at him through a glass hole. And sometimes I'll nod at him if it's like time to start a song. And we'll start this song. We won't play it all. But I'll be talking, and all of a sudden I'll hit him with a nod, and the song starts underneath me. And then I'll talk of it like that. And then I'll go, it's Dustin Lynch. So that's what he does.
Wow.
It's nonstop, right? Raymundo, how long you been with me?
7 years, let's say.
So here's the story of Raymundo. We should do, what do we call this segment? Highlight?
Oh, yeah.
Highlight? What? I don't know.
What's it called?
Well, here we're going to highlight Raymundo for a second so you can get to know him. Raymundo was born in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Sure.
No?
I mean, that's where I grew up, but honestly, it was I was a twin, so I was born in Utah. It was a life flight, and then lived in different states, but I'm from the north.
You were born in Utah?
Yes, I took a helicopter out there with my twin brother.
From where?
We were in Wyoming, and they couldn't do the birth or something, so we had to fly to Utah.
So on vacation or something?
No, because it was like an emergency.
No. Help me out.
why
were you in Wyoming?
We used to live there.
Okay, and then when did you move to Michigan?
Lumber mill faded away. We went to Michigan when I was in middle school.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
We just followed the lumber mill, honestly.
So you moved to Michigan because was your dad working at the lumber mill?
Yep.
And what did he do at the mill?
He's called a procurement manager. So he makes sure that he looks at studs in trees and assesses them if it's good wood.
I grew up in a sawmill town, and most people that finished high school or didn't worked at the sawmill. Was that what it was like in your town, where they went to the lumber mill for the most part?
There was two of them, lumber mill or a coal mine.
And so when did you decide that you wanted to get out of your town and pursue something in broadcasting?
When I was doing internships in high school, I was like, I got to get out of this city. What do I need to do? I went to a promo internship. I went to a radio, TV. Nobody else was doing internships in high school. I had like 3.
So when did you decide to move out, and where did you go?
I went to Chicago. I went there to play baseball in college, and I got cut from the team after 2 weeks.
Why do you think you got cut?
Wasn't that good.
That's a good reason to get cut.
Yeah. They were comparable to D2. It was a pretty legit school.
So you didn't make the baseball team. Then what did you do?
I chilled there for 2 years and then transferred to Texas.
So you went to college for 2 years though in Chicago.
Yep.
How about that? Do you know that, guys?
Yeah. Yep.
2 years? I knew you went to school there. I didn't know you there 2 years. Then you transferred to
Texas State University, baby.
And that's kind of where Raymundo and I come into the same picture. Because I was starting, before I did my national sports show, I did a local sports show in Austin. And was it local or was it national at first, right?
Local.
Was it? Okay. And so I went to Raymundo. I said, hey, guy, I don't even know you, but they say you're a good worker. He was interning. So why don't you come and do my local sports show that I'm doing? And so Raymundo came on. I did it by myself. And I didn't know him. And I was like, dang, dude, you're actually pretty good. Why don't you come on the morning show and intern? And so then you came over and started interning with me over there.
Yeah, for years.
And so for years. And Raymundo would lead the interns. He would do reality shows with them without cameras. He would be like, we're going to do intern Big Brother. And they'd have contests and vote each other off. And he would like date all the interns. He was running the camp.
Way before I was engaged.
Yeah, we get that way
Way
before.
before.
We know that. You don't have to say that every time.
He's just clarifying.
So Raymundo was grinding it out as an intern for years with me. And I went to him and I said, hey, man, I know you've been working hard. I think it's time that you get a real job in radio, like a real paying job. And I asked you what?
Do you want to be a producer for a country morning show?
Yeah, I said, will you move? And he's like, yeah. I said, you're going to have to move to a city you probably never lived in before. Would you produce a country morning show? He's like, yeah. And I was like, well, I want you to come move and produce this show. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, we're all moving. We're all going to Nashville. And so this was your first ever paid job too, which is crazy to think about.
For sure, yeah.
And so, and here he is, and he's just as much a part of the family as any of us now. I forget all that past stuff because everybody's kind of on the same level here. Amy, anything you want to say about Raymundo?
I mean, he is the hardest worker and he is hilarious. Like, he's so funny. Like, if you're not in almost unexpected funny to where you just die laughing. So you have to like wait for it. And so now that you know that, maybe you'll be like waiting for little Ray nuggets. That's
Even
what I
our
call him.
and I've often said Raymundo would be the one to pop out and do his own show before anyone else. But even our boss is like, that Ray is the funniest.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, well, Anything we're missing, Raymundo? You got engaged a few months ago.
Yeah, to Bay.
Yeah, Ray and Bay. And by the way, our listeners have been buying stuff off your registry for you.
Yeah, way too much. The boxes there's a box mountain in my apartment right now.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
I didn't say your registry page to have people go buy. It's great. They are. Our listeners are very giving.
Very nice.
But I was just kind of making light of they didn't have anything on their page. It was like, click here to learn more, and it's an empty page. It's like under construction.
We've updated it since then.
You have?
Yes.
Can you pull up that? It's rayandbay.wedding.
Yep. And it's a cheaper website, so sometimes you have to refresh the page. Honestly, it's odd.
RAYMBAE, rayandbay.wedding.
Yep.
And so on that, he has updated that there's the registry. What's the big thing on your registry you're looking for that no one's bought you yet? Do you know?
I believe we got the 2 chairs and there's also a little table. So my fiance was viewing it as where we would look at the mountains, where we read and we sit in the chairs and we put our coffee on the table. So we're missing that table that goes with the chairs.
What mountains?
Maybe there's tall hills.
Behind your apartment?
Bell's Bluff, yeah.
Okay. Ray's giving us his address. Our magical fairy tale. Can I read your magical fairy tale?
Please.
In the year of 2014, by complete chance, Billy Smith came to Nashville to hang out with his boy, Sizzin Raymundo. He decided to log into Tinder during a lonely Saturday afternoons. He matched with Bay, and then that night, Sizzin, which is Raymundo, Billy, Bay, and another random girl all hung out playing card games. Billy left town, but before he left town, he gifted Sizzin Raymundo with Bay's phone number. Raymundo texted Bay, and they started going on dates and slowly fell in love. The dates lasted for 6 years, until an angel gifted Raymundo with a ring, parentheses Genesis Diamonds.
Yeah!
That's the angel.
I mean,
There's a commercial in here. It's amazing. Raymundo is a sports guy, so he proposed under the stadium lights at the Nashville Sounds baseball stadium in right field. Bay said yes. And hashtag 6 years later, Ray and Bay were engaged to be married in the most magical place of all. On a hillside, in the country, at an untouched chapel built by Bay's dad. October 24th, 2020, the fairy tale will continue, most likely televised on one of the major TV networks.
Yeah!
Did you write this?
Yeah.
We couldn't tell.
So
Wait,
let me
but is
get
there-
this story straight. I know your boy Billy matched with your now fiance on Tinder.
Yes.
They were on a date, but you had another girl with you?
Yeah, it was a double date.
And what happened to her?
I think she's married, got kids now. I don't know what happened to her.
You don't know who that was?
She fell off. She wasn't interested in me or Billy, so she played on her phone the whole time.
But you don't know who she is now?
You
You don't have to say
Alyssa.
oh, you don't have to say her
Oh,
name.
sorry,
But,
I don't know.
but you don't like.
We don't talk to her anymore. That was just it was a one and done that we never saw her again.
Well, let's bring her in. Well, do you feel like we've highlighted you?
Very well.
Pretty good here?
That was awesome.
Raymundo's also, he's known for his height.
Yeah, not very.
He's 5'6". Kind of looks like Mark Ruffalo and acts like Joey from Friends. So that would be Raymundo.
Thank you.
One of my favorite people. There he
Yes.
is.
Yeah. Is he serious about the televised?
I know.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, because I didn't know.
I was like, wow, okay.
Somebody was talking to him.
Is Instagram TV a major TV network?
I mean, it could
that
be,
would-
I guess.
I-
That would be
IGTV.
about it. Raymundo, what are you going to do here to name your next? How do we know it's somebody on the show?
It is. I can confirm that.
okay.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. So should I come in there or should I
Yeah,
do
come
it?
on in, Mike. We can run his
Mike.
board.
But yeah, it's definitely on somebody on the show. I've been looking forward to this moment. And I mean, I guess since Lunch has already been named, I'm implying that it's either Bones or Eddie because you guys are probably the next two that I'm closest to.
Well, here's the thing: is
I'm
that
jumping
Eddie,
in.
one of us is going to feel like a real loser.
I know.
Because we're not going to get it today. We may not get it at all.
I'm a little nervous that it's me.
I'm nervous that it's me too.
Wait, why would you be nervous? Wouldn't you be
Well,
nervous
Eddie
if
and I
it's
had
not
to-
you?
No, that's
Hold
not
on.
me. I meant.
Oh, I'm the opposite.
You're the opposite. No, I
Oh,
was just
yeah.
like, man, he's not gonna pick me.
Raymundo, are you doing? We doing the liquor thing or no?
I don't know. But anyways,
there we
no.
go.
I'm not,
There we go. I got it.
Go ahead, Raymundo.
No, but Eddie, real talk.
Yeah.
Could you make sure the camera's on Bones? I mean, this is no jokes on this one. Bones is my boy. I definitely have to ask. This is a broom in case Bones spills it, but Bones, I got the grapefruit for you. Dog, my boy, will you be one of my next groomsmen, baby? Come on.
Oh
good
gosh,
catch. I'm
he
so
shook
glad-
it too.
I'm so glad
Chug
you
to accept. Yes,
caught it.
I would love it.
Yeah!
Here we go.
Chug, chug, chug.
I took 2 drinks. I'm a lightweight.
Come on, take it down, Bones.
That's all I can do. Will you be Ray, thank you for. I would love to be your groomsman. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eddie.
Man, I knew it. I knew it. Is there one spot left?
There is a groomsman left. There's one. Do we want to do it? What do we want to do?
He sounds weird. It's not me.
No,
I
here's
knew
the
it.
deal.
Go ahead.
It is. It's Eddie as well.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I got Eddie's bottle of wine, but here's the thing. I don't have the koozie for him. So, dog, you're going to have to take the broom. It's right above you. It's right above you, dog. It's
Look.
been there the whole time, dog.
Whoa, look at that.
Ray put it on the ceiling. That's funny.
Oh,
That is
right
hilarious,
here, right
Ray.
in front of your face,
look,
Eddie.
look at all that.
Hey!
Ray, of course I'll accept. Woo!
Eddie, drink your wine. I'll have another thing of grape.
Come on, Bo.
By the way,
Cheers.
Waterloo sparkling water with grapefruit.
I knew that's what you like.
That's my jam.
Do not chug that entire wine.
I will not.
Ready, Eddie? Here we go.
One.
3, 2, 1. Hit it.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to drink
I
the
did
whole
too.
thing.
I did too.
No, guys. We got to work. We got stuff to do.
Ray, Raymundo, thank you.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Appreciate you. We can't wait for the wedding. Obviously, we love you.
Dang, in my head, I planned it out like that and it went according to plan. Wow. That
Eddie's
pretty
was
sweet.
above his head. We never
I
noticed. it.
never saw that.
He's
Man,
like, on your belt, you'll see your belt buckle says, "Will you be?" You're like, it's like
How did you
Chris
put that on
Angel
my
somehow
belt?
did it.
that's
all right.
awesome. Thank you, Ray.
Raymundo, thanks, bud.
All right, cool.
All right, there we go.
That's exciting. We're going to have a party.
I'm not though.
Yeah, you
I'm gonna
are.
have fun, but I don't go hard like you guys.
No, you'll hang. You're really good. For someone that doesn't drink, you're cool to hang without drinking.
Because I've never drank. That was why.
Yeah.
So I don't.
You don't know how much more fun he could be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So do you want to drink?
Yeah. Hey, Mike, we'll drop this. All right, we'll drop the song. We'll come back to that in a second. Well, there we go. We have
All three of y'all, groomsmen.
that. I drank too much of this sparkling water too quick.
Yeah, me too. Took a little bit too much
See,
wine.
that's hardcore. It's in there.
Bones, can you shotgun like sparkling water?
Not sparkling. It burns.
It's a beer. Same thing.
No, wait.
You should try it.
I can barely.
We'll try it at the wedding.
No, we won't. Okay. Call us if you want. 877. Oh, I drank too much, too hard.
Come on.
I just went too hard
You're
right
too
now.
excited.
Toughen up.
Is this
You're
what
in
it's
the
like to have a
group.
hangover?
No.
Do I have a hangover right now?
No, not
There's a
even
hangover?
close.
877
heartburn.
77 Bobby. 877 77 Bobby. We'll be right back.
Bobby Bones Show.